What's going on, everybody? What we're about to be doing right now is another salary cap ranked. I got Michael Vick. He's the 88 overall. He turns to a 90. It is salary cap. I just said, you know what? Let me jump into another game. I don't know why. Don't judge me. After this patch, it's been very, very difficult to deal with a lot of the things that still go on, like, you know, drop passes and things like that. But you guys may know Frank Dante. He's a top 100 player. He's been a top 100 player for a while, so I can't really put him in the category of these bums that have popped up out of nowhere since 16 and 17 because he was pretty good prior. What I will tell you, though, is he's a bum right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very familiar with Frank Dante, so he knows that I'm always going to call him a bum regardless. But it is what it is. In this game right here, he's going to successfully do something that I didn't think was possible. And that's pretty much he's going to be able to win a game without getting into the end zone and doing just some really, really wild things throughout the game. I don't really know how to explain what's going on, but I will tell you this, though. This game is extremely frustrating for different reasons, and it's bigger than it ever was right now. And it makes sense because anybody can pick up and play. Now, I do believe that there's somewhat of a skill gap, and hold on to the ball. The skill gap is just whether or not people know what a C route is and nickel blitz. That's the only skill gap. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have dudes run around and just do whatever they want to do. There's really not a lot of penalties for throwing the ball in the coverage or just making bad reads. And I'm gonna give you guys examples because, like I said, you guys know what I'm gonna do. Anybody that watches this channel, and if you're new, welcome to GmiasWorld. I throw streaks, I swerve. That's our introduction, and take me out on a date, right? And let's do it. I don't know why he made that Stevie Wonder read right here, but look, you see my tight end? Bro, I motion my tight end to block. He's still looking around for somebody to block, and the guy just comes right in. That's a four-man blitz that came in right away. Either way, I did pick the ball up. The dude, like I said, I know he's top 100, and like I said, this dude used to be so tough in the other Maddens because, pretty much the blitzing mechanics and everything like that was a lot different. But, even with this right now, I don't know what his whole system, his whole game plan has become, but he's definitely a high octane bum at this point. Right there, he blocks my kick. It's part of the game. I'm not even worried about that stuff. Those things that happen in the game, like, believe it or not, people, oh, bro, you blocked my kick, whatever like that. EA Sports specifically made this year about special teams. So I don't get mad about block kicks, especially an extra point. I'm like, yo, whatever, dude's garbage anyway. I'm going to still beat the hell out of him. But when he starts to make reads that Stevie Wonder, Stevie Wonder's like, what the hell? He can't see anyway. Like, it's not even a Stevie Wonder read. He just throwing the ball in the coverage. And I know what he's doing because he came out in the same formations. The tight formation, everybody runs tight. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, I practice against playing against tight. When I lab with my lab partner, it's like, all right, we're going, whatever. Like, he doesn't really play tight, but we do different things to try to figure out how to, take care of different type of zones. But we don't heavily stay in it. It's just about how much user, like right here, I'm all over the plate, and then they just keep me going. Even though I stopped to try to pick it, they just kept me running across the... See, those kind of plays, those are critical plays. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're not usering and you're depending on the computer to make the play, I understand when people can say, yo, shut the F up. But when you know what somebody's going to do and you're underneath the play and you have the computer over the top, he shouldn't have been able to catch that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, you shouldn't get aggressive catch out of this world every now and again. You deserve it. You deserve it because you put the game in and you're playing it. If you put Madden 17 in, you're pretty much telling yourself that you don't love yourself. That's what's happening. You see what I'm saying? So at this point, like I said, I accept that. I accept that I'm playing this game with my own free will. Nobody is forcing me to play this game. So I don't want any sympathy. All I want is for people to understand that I can't lie to you. And people have to realize the people that are not good at Madden make the most money on YouTube playing Madden. I just happen to be a decent player that plays the game and has fun with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just going to start going away from what I care. I love Madden. Like, I've been playing Madden for so long. It's like, if John Madden is able to see, John Madden won Super Bowls based on defense. Like, if he ever played, like, if John Madden was supposed to ever pick the sticks up and play this game, I don't think he would be happy. I don't think he would be happy about what's happening, bro. That you could be right in front of, you can't strafe, you can't play D, guys can throw the ball right into your user, and it goes right through your body. It's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on, so I'm not looking for the sympathy. All I'm looking for is for EA Sports to take a look at the game and just say to themselves, okay, we're making a lot of money, but, these things being on, like, look at that poor, you know, poor display of a swerve right there. My guy was just standing there. He just wouldn't pick it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, look, when you're going to get swerved, you got to have user. If you're going to go one-on-one, you got to have user. I pride myself on user, so I do it one-on-one. If you swerve me, you swerve me. I don't really care. I'm going to, you know, play it one-on-one. That's how I actually just lost a $150 money game in my Super Bowl, was because I just believe so much in my users, which I shouldn't. Because this is not a year where you should believe in your user, but despite the norm, I'm going to go against it. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to do. So just looking at the fact that, like we said in dual edge heat, this dude is in a box. He's in a box the entire game. It just doesn't make any sense that this guy is able to be anywhere in this game, other than the fact that he's able to throw the ball anywhere he wants to, and it doesn't matter. Like right there, that was a Stevie Wonder read, because I kind of misplayed it with the C route, the way the other dude came in, and he was like double teaming everybody, and I just threw it anyway. I didn't really care, because I was still not too happy about the catch that he made across the middle to get to where he got to. But if you just look at the game overall and understand what's happening, this dude was in a box. Like, there's nothing there for him to do. So he punts the ball. I'm like, all right, we got to get a first down and run the clock out, because it just doesn't really make any sense to keep playing this game to try to act like you're going to be able to do anything, because the game is designed for people that, you know, in you know, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 25, dudes that couldn't get the ball across the 50, like one of the dudes in my stream said, that's what this game is for now. Drop the ball. Go ahead, drop the ball. Don't worry about it. So right here, it's 4th and 2. He has the ball in his hand. You see how they converge on him, but that was a good read. He was open on the out route. I hit him. It's still a drop. Doesn't matter what his catch rating is. It doesn't matter who you have there. They're still going to drop the ball. That is not going to be fixed for this year. The drops can't be fixed. And they're going to keep patching the game. And in my opinion, the patch kind of, you know, made it more ridiculous, the game overall. You know what I'm saying? So right here, I was trying to play ball, but they moved I don't know, man. It doesn't really matter. But either way, he's going to run a toss right here. He's going to get tackled. We're going to hit him with a warp tackle. It's on the 39. He's going to try to run the ball again. We hit him in the backfield. He's on the 42-yard line. He's going to run the ball again. We're going to hit him right there. He's on the 42 still. Dude's going to line up. Bruh, 41. So that's like 58 yards. Dude's going to just line up like it's nothing. Just hit a 58-yard and just go on with the rest of his day. Just walk away like John Wayne, bruh. Like, I just can't. I just can't do it. Is it a skill gap? I think there is. Minimally, like I said. But competitive Madden, I don't know. One love.